And there is potentially a quite drastic change that's looming around now that impacts on umbrella businesses. I think it's fair to say the details still forming and still sort of coming out, but just help people understand what this proposed change is.
Yeah, well, luckily for the audience, I'm a simple man, so I can give a simple description. So at the moment, when a recruitment agency puts a contractor onto a job, the umbrella company sits in the supply chain to employ and pay that individual. And the liability for the payroll sits with, and this is a simple version, as I keep saying, sits with the umbrella company at the moment.
And that's the benefit they bring.
That's one of the benefits to the supply chain, absolutely. But it's being proposed that liability will shift up the supply chain to either the recruitment agency or the end client. But a lot of the confusion at the moment is being caused around the fact that all we've got is the headline. They've said, they consulted, to be fair to HMRC and government, they did consult on what changes should be made. They proposed 3 outcomes, and I think in October 2024, they announced it's what's known as option 3. So of the 3, probably the worst, as far as the umbrella market was concerned, the worst option. That's what they've gone with. But at the moment, they've just said, we're going with that. We'll let you know the detail later, don't worry about it. So you can imagine the panic.
And so they're quite conflicting views, that, because in one point we're saying this is a really sort of innovative marketplace that's delivering a really useful service to a really fast growing sector, but at the same time we're saying there's regulation that changes. And I guess when I think about that, and over my career having been in and around this sector, it's where professional contractors and vulnerable workers get put into the same bucket and confused and sort of shaken around, and ultimately the regulatory outcome is a sledgehammer to crack a nut. Is that
absolutely? Because in those 700,000 workers that I referenced earlier, you've got the warehouse, the pickers and packers, the national minimum wage individuals, but you've also got your QS that's working on £1,500 a day. These career contractors, and they're all being treated the same. But I think the other thing, and the reason that the government and HMRC are doing what they're doing to the umbrella market, is because of they're perceived or they think that there's a huge tax gap that is being caused by non-compliance in the umbrella market. So coming at it from first principles, hearing that if people don't know the market, of course you'd legislate against it.